Hey y'all! So in today's video, I'm gonna talk about should host families have cameras in the house? Now, in all honesty, it is their house. So yes, they can have cameras. However, it is illegal to have cameras in the room of an au pair, in her bathroom, or even if there's like a little hallway to her bathroom, because chances are she's gonna come up with a towel around her. She might, even if she forgot something in the room and she just runs naked. So having a camera in her room, or even if there's a little pathway from her room to the bathroom, I honestly don't think it's a wise thing to put cameras there as a host family. But the rest of the house, go ahead, camera it up. In fact, I actually love cameras in the house. Believe it or not, I know a lot of au pairs don't like this, but I've had two families have cameras, and this is why I actually love cameras. Because if the kids ever say I did something knowing very well that I didn't do it, I would just say to them, run the cameras back. And the one family didn't have, well, I had four families. I've had four host families. The one host family, I actually wish they had a camera because their kids were honestly nightmares to work with. And I honestly feel like they should have gone to jail, basically. But if they had had cameras, I would have been like, let's run the cameras back. Let's see what you're talking about. And so even with the one family that had cameras, when the kid said I did something or whatever, I'd be like, please can we see? Let's go see what the camera says. And the kids stopped lying about me. They stopped making up stories, or if they're throwing tantrums, I'd be like, it's cool, but your mom's gonna see this on the thing. Or, oh, you don't want to do this? Cool, your mom's gonna see it. Now, I do have a problem with host families that have cameras and watch through the cameras and either use the information they see throughout the day against the au pair, or like they eavesdrop without telling the au pair to have a camera in the house, because I suspect one of my host families had a camera. Well, not the two that I knew of, one of the other people. Because every time I spoke up something or did something throughout the day, mind you, I was by myself. Dinner time, it would come up. Now, I did not like that, because what you're telling me is that you don't trust me enough to tell me there's a camera in the house. And I know that I'm not a bad person, I'm not gonna steal your stuff, whatever. But I was like, why are you having me in your house if you don't trust me? And your kids are like by far the most important thing you own. So why are you bringing me in this house in the first place if you don't trust me? Why are you bringing me around your kids if you don't trust me? That's how I felt. And I also feel like if you have a camera system, and yes, it's for security, whatever, but you constantly stalking your au pair through it, or you constantly watching your au pair, and it's been like what, 6 months or a year, your au pair's been with you for 6 months to a year, or however long, let's say past 6 months, and you're still like trying to sneak to see what they're doing, or you just like constantly, and you bring it up or you don't bring it up. Listen, I think there's a bigger problem at hand, because clearly you don't trust your au pair to be on her own with the kids. Therefore, I think instead of you sneaking and looking on the camera and going back to the au pair and saying stuff, or just not even saying, just constantly watching how she moves, how she acts through the camera, I think you need to sit down and figure out, why are you doing that? There's a bigger problem at hand, meaning you don't trust your au pair. And I would prefer a family sitting me down at 8 months and saying, hey, I still don't feel comfortable with you around my kids, or whatever. Even though I'm like, I look through the camera, or just how you handle my kids when I'm not around, whatever. I'd be like, okay, cool, bye. Let's rematch. Let's find a family that is comfortable with me and that I am comfortable with. Because what you're saying is that by you constantly looking through the camera, you're saying two things. You don't trust me around your au pair, and then you also just don't want to have me here. Like you wait, like I'm wasting my time. You're telling me I'm wasting my time, you know? And so I feel like if you still have cameras and you constantly looking, I'm not talking about you have cameras and yes, they did, and once in a while you check, or even if you don't check, whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about there's those host moms or host dads that literally, I kid you not, they literally sit on a camera, and I'm not saying every day 24/7. I'm just saying like at least twice a week they're snooping around on the camera. They be at work, they'll take out their phone, they'll look what the au pair is doing, how she's handling the baby, whatever. Let the au pair do her job. Let her, you trusted her to be with your child on her own. Let her do her job. If you can't, then maybe there's a problem. Maybe you just shouldn't have her as your pay. I like, if you're constantly doing that, I'm more concerned about why do you have her around your kids if you have to constantly, it's been almost a year and you're still doing that. And so yeah, have cameras, do your thing. It's your house as host families. As I said, I know a lot of au pairs are probably gonna bash me for saying I love cameras, but I feel like in a way cameras has always had my back. Now I did have a problem when people didn't tell me they have cameras and they're out here eavesdropping on my conversations with my family, or just like constantly telling me, because another thing is like, if you see me on the camera, and especially if it's nothing to do with the kids, because most of them want nothing to do with the kids, if you see the au pair on the camera and let's say she's making a meal and you're like, hey, you know, Jessica, you should try eat this instead of that. Oh, that's not healthy. And it's like, how do you even know I've been eating that? You know, especially if you know that you drink a lot of Coke when the kids are at school because you don't want the kids to be around drinking Coke, but suddenly your host family is constantly on you about Coke. Like, that would be annoying. Or you constantly on me about something that I'm just like, I do it in my free time. Like, there's nobody in the house, or even if there's people in the house, it's just the adults, it's not the kids. And so why is this coming up? That would irritate me, and I feel like it would irritate anyone, whether you're an au pair or not, just having somebody constantly like here. But that is enough for the camera thing. Now, guys, I made a video a few months ago about should an au pair date, and I gave my A's and grades and my T's. You guys should go watch that video, and I promise you, go to the comment section, because the Brazilian au pairs came and told me, oh, like they let me have it, but this channel covers every single topic because I know for sure people are going through it. And even today's video was birthed from somebody else's question. Like, somebody asked, like, is it okay to match with a family that has cameras? And so I was like, oh my gosh, there's a video idea. Same with the dating. And so thank you so much for watching this video. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, y'all. Hey y'all, thank you so much for watching this video. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.